take questions.
I was, we were talking in pregame about the standard, and you know, I was really proud of how we came out and started the game, because I think we're looking for that consistency right now, and we haven't had it. We've started games well, had bad third quarters. We've started games bad, had great third quarters. I was looking for us to have a little consistency today, and I thought we did that. I was pleased with our energy level. You know, too many turnovers and not shooting free throws well, that's a bad combination in January and February. And, you know, that's certainly a concern for us right now. But I was really pleased again with how we came out and played. And our energy level, I thought, was very good. Andy shot the ball extremely well. And Teaira was Teaira. And when you're not missing many shots, it's hard to get rebounds. And, you know, it was just hard for T to get up to her double-double standard that she normally gets. So she had 5 blocks. Jessica had 5 blocks. And again, you start looking at your size. Your size goes 17 for 21 inside. That's pretty good. So proud of us, our kids, proud of how hard we played. As I told them when we were in the locker room, it's not about who we're playing, it's about us playing. I would tell that to anybody, any fan. You come see our team play. And I thought Coppin State played really hard. I just thought we kind of jumped on them early and kind of got them on their heels, and it was just hard for them to recover after that. And I give our kids a lot of credit for that. Again, I've watched plenty of film on them. I think their coach is a fine coach and does a great job. And it's just one of those days where we kind of came out and we just weren't going to let them up off the deck.
For the players, to the coach's point about there being a standard, how much in games like this can good habits be made, or how much can you struggle to develop good habits when you look across and you say, well, maybe we've already got this game before you even begin?
It's all in the mindset, just knowing that, you know, okay, you know, the team's not any good, but that doesn't mean you're going to stoop to their level and just, you know, go out there and play bad just because of who they are. What we do here is, you know, we play hard, work hard. You know, you're not supposed to beat a team. If you're supposed to beat them by 60, 70, it doesn't matter. Like, you go out and you do that.
It's kind of the same thing. Or?
Yeah, I agree with T. It's all in the mindset. I mean, every time you step on the floor for a game, whether it's the #1 ranked opponent or if they're unranked, we need to attack them as if they're our competitor, they're the #1.
How much did you guys feel that you did that today?
Well, we scored 4-1 in the first quarter.
Andy,
Very well.
was it motivating to see the rest of your teammates out there with the Final Four banner presentation on you, and the freshmen didn't get a chance to take part in that, but I guess how much do you use that as motivation to get an opportunity? That's one of the reasons I'm sure that you came here to compete for that.
Yeah, it definitely was motivating, especially seeing that finalist. Hopefully this year, knock on wood, we can change that to champions. So it definitely was motivating.
Teaira, last year you had the benefit of 4 seniors on the defensive end. This year it's a little different. You had to be a little more vocal out there in defensive sets. How would you say this team is kind of adjusting defensively with the new lineup?
Well, when we're all out there talking and, you know, communicating to each other, it makes it a lot easier, and sometimes we lack off from that, but Coach stresses that every day in practice, communication, and we see that sometimes, you know, when we talk, you know, people in the right spots, you know, everybody's matched up. So it's just all on us with communication.
The defense set the tone and got the team out in transition, led the offense pretty early. That was a piece that you were worried about early in the season. You said it was kind of behind the offense. Do you feel like things are starting to come together with, you know, from the starting lineup into the bench, and what you are able to do defensively?
Yeah, I think that's something that we're really good at. I think we've worked hard at putting our head down and running. The first 2 steps on a change of possession don't need to be walks. They need to be sprints. You know, put your head down and run. I say it every day in practice to them. You know, it's something that we've really focused on. So it helps when you can guard. It's hard to run when you're taking the ball out of the net. So if you can play defense and get a stop and get a rebound, we got a chance to really get out. Andy's really good at running and filling the lane. Jordan's really good at getting out and running the lane. And our point guards are really good at getting it and pushing it. So Andriel's good at running the floor at the 4. So we just we've got to keep working on that again. I just think our defense is, it'll be the last thing we get, but I think offensively we're coming.
Vic, when you saw the banner going up, how much were you thinking about what Andy said about changing that finalist into champion?
Yeah, it's definitely my motivation. It's my ultimate goal. I've been in that last game now 2 years in a row. I want to win it. You're 3 seconds away from winning a national championship last year, and what's it going to take to get over the hump? And the answer for me is coach better, teach better. We're 3 seconds away. I got to find a way to get them home. That's my job as the head coach, and I got to get them home. And so we're working on that every day. And this group is, I think they're interested right now. I think that's the best way to put it. I think they're interested in that, and I'd like to see them be determined in that. And so we'll keep working at it, and we're a long way from a finished product, and we should be. It's just November. You got 4 new starters, and quite a few. We've got quite a bit of depth that's playing a lot of minutes right now. So it's good to see, Jessica and Andy get out there and have games that they had. Those are young kids. They have, Jessica, she's a freshman. Andy, she's basically a freshman. And so these kids are playing big minutes for us, making some shots and having success. And I think the biggest thing is they want to please. They want to be good. That's a really important piece to the puzzle, wanting to be good, the mental mindset of, hey, I got to get better. I got to develop some toughness. I got to do what they do around here,
Here it's obvious that you're playing at a high level, but Coach has said recently how he thinks you can give even more to this team. Where's that next level for you, do you think?
I don't know, we're gonna find out.
What do you see to improve? What are you seeing out there that you can do better?
I mean, I don't know.
She can stay out of foul trouble for one. She's got to play smart. Free throws are. She's had some nights 10 for. I think she was 10 for 16, 10 for 15 one night. She got 2 turnovers tonight. She'll need to turn the ball over. She's a veteran. She's a senior. So I think for T, it's that dominating every possession. She can be the most dominating player in the game if she'll stay interested. And that's the thing. That's the challenge of any young person. Heck, that's the challenge of a lot of older people. You staying interested, staying focused, understanding what it takes to finish. You listen to coaches, football coaches all over the country right now talking about finishing. Basketball is no different, and for players individually, it's staying interested in doing. Everybody's not as talented as T. Not everybody can shoot as well as Andy. And so those kids have got to stay and keep that edge. I think that's the challenge for, the difference between good and great. That's part of it.
Teaira, when you hear Coach say the team, they're interested, what do you think that means, and what sense do you get from yourself and your teammates that we are interested in? We need to be, that's the word that you use, Coach, committed, determined. He's getting some prompting there.
Consistency.
You guys need to be
More consistent with what we're doing. Whether that's shooting, playing defense, getting stops, just both ends of the floor.
You kind of see right now maybe flickers of that, like kind of stoking that campfire, trying
I do.
to
T, you had some former teammates come back. When that banner's going up, how much were you thinking about, I would like to be one of the former teammates that comes back next year raising another banner?
Oh, that's most definitely in my mind. I want to give my teammates and leave them with the best that they deserve, and not only that, send me out on, on a high note on my senior year.
Teaira, when Coach talks about being interested, are the fouls and things that frustrate you, do those take away from your interest, or does that make you want to become a better player to develop the skills you need to come over that?
Well, I know that I have to be better. Like you said, I have to play like an All-American. All-Americans, I'll go out there and get 4 fouls and little silly fouls. So I just know I have to be better up on myself.
Andy, last season's team chemistry was so important. Shared the basketball so extremely well. The assists were, regularly like they were today. With so many new pieces, and obviously you being one of them, how do you feel that you guys are developing that willingness or that knack to make the extra pass to turn a good shot into a great shot?
I think slowly we're kind of building that chemistry, trying to make that extra pass from taking the good shot to making the extra pass so that your teammate can have the great shot. But I think Italy kind of helped with that as well. That should help us figure out what each player on the team could do. And I mean, we're still only in the beginning of the season, so our chemistry is only going to grow from there.
Any other questions?
Vic, can you comment on the state of recruiting after this signing class? Obviously, we're able to go to Detroit and get a really talented player. What is what's the pulse of recruits around the country right now regarding Mississippi State and the results you're getting too? Vic?
Oh, I thought you asked T that question. I was wondering.
Yeah, she's the one recruiting players. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what? I guess
I thought, did you become the recruiting coordinator?
Yeah.
I don't want that job.
You get to travel?
To go to Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, the footprint's obviously expanding too. So what's your thoughts on
absolutely.
where everything is right now?
Here's my take on it. I think it's a tremendous compliment to our university, to our program, to our community, when you can go out and recruit nationally like we are and signing the players, the caliber that we're signing. I think it's a tremendous compliment to our university and our community and to our program. I mean, you're this footprint, Puerto Rico. She's in Tennessee. We got another kid from Tennessee, got one from South Louisiana or North Louisiana. Rakia's from Michigan.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, and then Washington, D.C. So you're everywhere. We got them, and so these kids are coming here with no idea what to expect when they come on a visit Mississippi State. But yet when they get here, it's no different than when T visited, Andy visited. They get here and they see and they feel something that they don't see and feel at other places. And it's not just in this arena. It's not just in our locker room. It's on campus, in our community. And I just think it speaks volumes about our university. And I hope everyone can share in the pride that I have and with my staff and my team, because my team has to do a great job communicating with those young ladies. But I hope everyone shares, including the state of Mississippi, shares in this, because I do think it's just really, I think it's really special. I get the question all the time, well, why did you come here? What was your history in the state of Mississippi? I didn't have one. I've been here 3 times when I coached at Arkansas. In the 6 years that I coached there, we came here 3 times. It's the only time I've been to the state, ever. Other than I came to recruit April Sykes one time. So that was my 4 footprint, my 4 times in the state were that quick. But yet I chose to be at Mississippi State for a lot of the same reasons these recruits are coming. It's that feeling, it's that, it's a special place, it's a beautiful campus, people that care, and obviously now, women's basketball is a really big deal here. If you want to play in a top program, you want to play in front of the top crowds in the country, there might be 5 or 6 other programs in the country that might average more fans, but there's not a louder arena in the country There's not a better home court advantage when that place has got 6,000, 7,000 in it, 10,000, whatever. There's not a better home court advantage. And those people, when they get interested, it's a little different than what I'm talking about. And it's just special. So I just think it's a tremendous compliment to our university, to our community, to our state, to our program that we do have a national footprint now. It helps, I'll say this, it helps when you've got assistant coaches that can walk into any gym in the country and people know who they are. They can walk into any gym anywhere in America and people know who Johnny Harris is. They know who Deanna Jackson is. They know who Elena Lovato is. I say it all the time, but I really want people to understand, and I mean it, they are the best in the business, in my opinion. They've earned the respect. They give back. They spend time mentoring other assistants via telephone. They do stuff on the computer. They give back to the game like you're supposed to. And so, I think it's really it's a great time right now, really.
Andy, to Coach's point, from Ossining, New York, I think I'm saying that right.
And just so you know, Starkville, Mississippi is bigger than Ossining.
Oh, okay. That's a stretch.
Is it? I thought you told me there was only 20,000 people there.
I think it's a little more.
Oh, okay. All right. Thought you told me there was only 20 there.
That's a stretch.
Oh.
You guys have more places.
I was gonna ask you, obviously you were here, I think for the South Carolina game last season. To Coach's point, people are learning about it. Initially, obviously you did not choose Mississippi State, so when you were considering, what were your preconceived notions about Mississippi State to that point, and then when you got here, was it like, oh wow, it's nothing like I expected it to be?
I thought I would see like cows and people riding horses and all that stuff. Just your typical country stuff you see on TV. And then I came here and I was like, okay, it's sort of like home, but not really. But and then also I thought like everyone was gonna be super duper nice, like the Southern hospitality that you see on shows and movies. And the people here really lived up to it. I mean, everyone was always saying hi, asking how you're doing, introducing themselves. So yeah.
Did it change the expectations that you had?
Oh, definitely did.
Coach, update about not?
I got no update.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, guys. Thanks,